Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. This stream starts soon. And with me I have the Orange Cowboy.
Howdy! Am I in your world? Probably not.
Probably not. I made a private world, Orange. You'll have to join.
Oh, I can't join your private world.
Oh, you can't? Oh, I'll change that. Change that real quick here. I'm also going to link this stream to our Discord. All right. Howdy doody, Alien and ROV Chaos. How are you guys? You should be able to join my private now, Orange.
I am here.
And tonight I'm using my no vats, no problem aim down sight LMG ghoul. I have the ghoul and human versions up on the channel that dropped today as a brand new build guide. This is an easy point and shoot build, where you just squeeze both triggers and kill anything in front of you. I use it for both raids, daily use, events, and even infestations. I did a solo infestation with it in the build guide, and it was very simple, very easy. What I like about it is even if they get the, I think it's the chameleon mutation, I'm not sure. It's the one where they go stealth if they're not attacking Orange. It's nice because with my VATS build, it just makes it so much harder with that build versus my aim down sight build can just no problem still just aim it, and I have all that recoil figured out, so there's basically no recoil. I also have the 3-star version linked in the description and the 4-star version linked in the description. The 4-star is the one that just came out. The 3-star version came out last week, so it builds off of those same principles, and it has more optimizations for daily use and daily driving. It's actually really lazy. There's no buffs at all. Nothing like that you gotta worry about. And we're in game. It's so lazy. What I like about it, you just stand there and EN06 drops his shield himself. You don't have to do anything extra. It's just, you just watch him die basically. Yeah, check it out, the frog. J Swin GT. I don't always raid on Xbox on a Tuesday. Well, hello, the ghoul. I didn't realize the ghoul was at every single train station. Is he? He's really at every single one, right?
He's everywhere all at once.
Yeah. Any tips for farming ammo with this build? I keep running out. Yeah, so you want to do, not events, but activities where you're going to spawn a lot of enemies that are smaller, that aren't as tanky. Because if you just keep focusing on one target like EN06, he only drops so much ammo. And you might end up spending more ammo than you get returned from EN06. But if you do daily ops, or expeditions, you'll have a constant supply of smaller enemies that you can kill them with just a few shots. Just like 1, 2, 3, they're dead. They're not tanky in daily ops or expeditions, and they drop like 15 to 20, sometimes more, sometimes like 40 rounds each on the smaller enemies in there. So that's how you want to do it. You want to pace it so that in between your raid farming, you're stocking up on ammo by doing events, area looting the events, and either buffering it with expeditions or daily ops to get a lot of enemy spawn that can drop ammo. Contextual ammo drops. We got an Infestations orange right off the bat. I'm going to make a team. If anyone's on my friends list and wants to join the world, feel free to. Join my team, orange. Fems, GG. The arena uncensored.
Do. See if I'm gonna guess it right where the infestation is.
Yeah, they're not here. Oh, wait, maybe they are here. Yeah, blood eagles aren't supposed to be here. Yeah, I found it, orange. I found it in NUKES.
Did you shoot him?
1 sec. Now I did. Oh wait, we gotta... It had the resilient mutation. We got a polished chainsaw. There you go. That's another thing you can do. The ammo-matic. There's also the ammo converter thingy. I love how this LMG shoots, though. It's so easy to control. I have a 4-star Rapid Furious Swift Stabilizers LMG. So typically you would put polished on something like this for to squeeze out a little extra damage. But honestly, I'm getting 1-minute times with it solo at EN06 just with stabilizers. Just with Furious and Rapid on there. And stabilizers isn't doing much in the way of damage, but it makes the weapon a lot more daily drivable. It shoots like a laser beam. It improves the stability, the cone of fire, and the recoil. And honestly, I just love it. I don't see myself putting polished on it. It shoots nice and straight. It doesn't wander on me. Because I had tested it with polished, and it did a little bit faster times. But it was just walking all over the place on me. And it feels so good with that stabilizers mod. Pretty cool, because I've never actually used stabilizers on something before. And with how this thing is walking around on me, I was like, you know what? Maybe we can just add a quality of life perk here instead of damage. We're already getting tons of damage from Furious and Rapid. I have never seen an enemy surrender before. Yeah, I thought that was weird too, right? I was the only one seeing that. Alright, cool. That's one down. Are you prepping a site Charlie?
About to.
Is that what you're doing? Alrighty.
Should make sure I have key cards on me. Yep.
I'm gonna go make sure my Deathclaw is well fed. I'm joking, but I wish that was a thing. I wish you could feed your camp pet. I feel like that's an interaction that we're missing.
I just want a companion to follow me around.
I can pet the Deathclaw. I named my Deathclaw Fluffy. Yeah, that would be cool. If they followed us around like companions in Fallout 4. Not min-maxing 110% every build. Crazy. I know, right? But yeah, no, I don't. I do min-max a lot of builds, but sometimes I try to, well, with every build, I try to include optimizations that make them daily drivable. At the end of the day, I only use the raid bosses to test the damage and survivability of each build. And I always do something to have, you know, some daily drivability and optimizations that make it more user-friendly. Stuff like Good with Salt. I don't actually need this on the build because I have the cryo fridge, right? But I know that my viewers will appreciate having that because if they don't have the cryo fridge, for example, they don't want their food buffs to expire, like carry weight food buffs for carnivores or XP buffs for herbivores. So that's like an example of that. No, I do always do some, you know, optimizations for daily use. And I felt like this is one I should do on this weapon because it has so much kick, so much recoil. Especially the more you fire it and you get that like right up to the reload, it starts to kick more. And it really walks on you at ENO6. You have to target the chest and ENO6 isn't even moving and it's hard, it becomes hard to hit. So like out in the world, running around, if you're going to use this as an aim down sight build in the world to target enemies, it makes more sense to have more stability because landing your shots makes a difference. If you're not landing shots, you're not doing any damage at all. Oh, sweet. We have an Agua here. Is there only one way to get a Deathclaw for your camp? No, Frog. You can actually tame a Deathclaw. If the taming system still works, as far as I know, it still works. There's videos of it on YouTube. I never covered it because it's not really like my type of content. But I don't know if it's under intelligence or charisma. It might be charisma. Yeah, right here. Animal friend. Aim your gun at an animal for a 25% chance to pacify it. And you have another one, which is going to be Wasteland Whisperer. Aim your gun at some creatures for a 25% chance to pacify it. You have to have these cards equipped. And I can't remember if there's anything else that needs to be equipped, but I'm pretty sure it's just those two. You'll want to definitely check out a YouTube video on it. And then there's spots that they'll show you in that video, in the YouTube videos, of where to go. Specific locations that spawn Deathclaws that are tameable. Because it's not anywhere. It's not any Deathclaw that's tameable. There's specific locations where they can spawn that are tameable. And then from there, they'll walk over to your camp. So they have to survive the journey, but if you tame a deathclaw, like, it usually always arrives. I used to do it. I used to tame the deathclaws and have them go to my camp, and they always made it back. You can even tame legendary ones sometimes, which are going to be tankier. Alright, well, I'm going to start hopping around to see if I can find infestations while the orange cowboy sets up that nuke. How do you like the cannery? I honestly never use it. There's so few food buffs that I actually use on a day-to-day basis that most of them come from my carnivore meat collectors, and then the few that come for my herbivore builds, I just don't bother. I literally just don't bother with it. They're so easy to get, like blight soup. It is cool though. It's definitely cool to... I would have to put in the time. That's the only problem. I don't have the time. I would have to put in the time to sit there and get the ingredients farmed up, and then sit there and can a bunch of stuff, which I would love to do. I would love to do sometime. I think it's a great system, because then you don't have to worry about stuff expiring on you, and you don't need to worry about perk cards on the build that reduce spoil rate. So it's definitely neat. I think it's a welcome change in general to the wasteland. I think everyone loves it. What do you think, Orange? Do you use it?
I like it. I use it.
Yeah?
I've only recently started using it because they got brain bombs and blight soup now that I can pull from.
Yeah, I saw they added that. There's some new recipes they added to the cannery, like a recipe bundle on the season board. Pretty neat. But yeah, so I have 200 nuclear keycards to get through on Xbox. So I will be making an effort to nuking the wasteland more this season on Xbox.
$75%. Come on.
We're going to start with a little poll for the chat. What do you play on? PC, PSN, or Xbox? Let me know. I think they can die if mobs attack your camp too. They can, J-Swim. That's the only thing that really sucks about that system. But the Deathclaws are pretty tanky, and if your base isn't in an area where it gets attacked too much, or if it only gets attacked from like the Scorched or something, the Deathclaw has no problem taking care of it. It's actually pretty cool because the Deathclaw will defend your base, whereas a camp pet, I don't think they're programmed at all to defend your base. I haven't seen the Deathclaw that I got from the Atomic Shop defend my base yet at all, so I don't think it can. So it's kind of neat. Plus you also have that sort of like a little relationship with your tamed pet. You earned them. There's another infestation zone, Orange, looking like it's probably at top of the world, or yeah, it's in that zone. I'm gonna go check out top of the world. I'll have to get some water too. Oh, look, water.
Maybe it's at the railroad.
It's 82 degrees in here right now. It's hot. At the
Nope, not
railroad?
the railroad. No.
No? Maybe a white powder?
Yeah, maybe.
Usually it's the ski lodges for this area. We'll see.
It's Cliff Watch.
Cliff Watch,
Nope.
eh?
Oh. No, but I was just in the vicinity. It's the other rail one that I didn't check on. I thought I was going to be close enough when I fast traveled. Maybe it wasn't.
Okie dokie. Smash like, gang. It helps the stream get out there to viewers who may have missed the stream notification. And stream notifications have been wonky. Notifications for all my content have been wonky. Apparently, a bunch of people have been letting me know in the Discord that they're not getting notified. Even people like asking, when are you going to upload on the new content about the LMG mods? When I had like 6 or 7 videos up on it. So I was confused. I was like, well, I have been covering it. And then they told me they haven't been getting any notifications from my channel. So that's kind of strange. So hopefully you guys can help me out. Smash that like button. It helps a lot.
What?
How'd you complete it so fast?
It just died in one shot. I didn't even VATS it either. I was just going to tag it. And it just died.
It just died in one shot.
Yeah. That was bizarre.
And game content, everyone. Okay. Alright. Well, no 4-star for me.
I was like, oh, I'll just tag it real quick. Dead. Okay.
I got no 4 stars. The pepper shaker's too OP.
Apparently.
Dishing out 1 taps.
Colossal problem. Did you notice your weeklies and dailies include mutated event challenges?
I haven't noticed that, Orange. I haven't.
The strange thing is I don't see mutated events popping. So, is that an oopsie? I think that's an oopsie.
I think that is an oopsie. Someone asked, we need a new headhunt build because infestations can sometimes be difficult, but headhunts are hitting like a truck and sponging up a lot of damage. With the headhunts, it's really important with these guys because of how tanky they are to cripple them first. Having easy target on the build and make sure you shoot their limbs until the little health bar on that limb depletes completely. That's when that limb is crippled. And then you'll do 75% more damage to that target, which makes a difference. And also, you can just use any of the builds on the channel. They are optimized for daily use and for bossing in general. So it works great at bounty headhunts. I use these builds for bounty headhunts. Orange, as far as I know, you still use the same pepper shaker build for farming the snake as you use at bounty headhunt, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's all the same. It's all about damage there too, and tankiness. So it's really important to watch the guides all the way through too, because I talk about specific tactics you need to know and stuff like that. The build perk section breakdown, stuff like that. It's really important. Talk about all these tricks that we do to add more damage to the build. But you're not wrong either, the Sensual Beast. I'm not saying you're wrong. They are tankier than normal. They made them more tanky, and they were already pretty tanky, especially the side, like, wingmen of the bounty headhunts. They're way tankier now, I noticed.
Let's see.
It literally takes longer for the wait time for Earl than it does to kill him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wish they would just come up with like a hot fix to just make this like a minute long, like the neurological warfare.
Can we join you? Yeah, you totally can. You'll have to add me though, and I'll add you back. I'm XX Miss Glass XX because I'm in private world so that we can find these infestations. But yeah, I'm in a private world. Add me, I'll add you back, and you can join. Alternatively, if you already have me as a friend and you want to join, just join. Feel free to join the world. We're doing nukes. We're doing infestations. Cyclops is in here, so we might do a snake.
Just there, just in case. Ba-ba-da-ba. Come on, Earl. Open up. I got it.
Are you on PC or Xbox? Tonight I'm on Xbox. I also play on PC, but tonight I'm playing on Xbox. So I can play with Orange. We never see each other. I'm always on PC now.
Yeah. Go Xbox.
That's changing soon though. Orange is gonna be on PC soon. So we're gonna be slamming the raids like you wouldn't believe when he gets his PC. And we'll be doing that live with viewers. So we can rank him up.
Earl is completely crippled.
$1,000 per shot on this thing. LMG goes
Down
burr.
goes Earl.
I'm not using it in vats, we're just aiming down sights. Super easy, super effective. We'll be doing more aim down sight builds this season 2, as I find it more accessible to more people. Some people just find vats confusing. So it's good to have a mix of both. Luckily, from what we saw from the heavy gunner and commando tier lists we did, there's actually a lot of commandos and heavy guns that can be used aim down sights. They have really high damage and good stability. Orange is buying a PC in this economy? No, my guy. I built him one in this economy. Yep, that's right. I built it myself and I'm giving it to him. Am I a good friend?
Oh, tell him about the contract. You're gonna put me in indentured servitude. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah. He's gonna owe me basically for the rest of his life. He's gonna become a servant of Glass Gaming. So, yeah, it's a forever debt. It's signed in blood. But I've been saving up parts over the last year, getting them on sale, and whenever I see a good deal, it's been really tricky with these crazy prices on stuff like RAM. But he's getting a really nice computer. He's going to be able to stream on it. That's the whole point of this, is to get him to stream on my channel so that you guys can finally see from the Orange Cowboy's point of view. And we're also going to dual stream where we're streaming together. It's going to be fun. He'll be able to better explain how he uses his builds and stuff like that. It's all for you guys, as much as it is for him. But he's getting an all AMD PC build. I'm like low-key jealous.
Let's see.
I have been offering myself as a slave for a new PC, but no takers. Oh god. I can't take any more, gang. GG, Big Play Ray with the 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Everyone who received a membership, you now have access to Glass Gang only content for the next 30 days. You also will see your name on the official Glass Gang roster. If you want, you can check out the membership content as well in our Discord. You'll have access to Glass Gang members only chats. Check it out. No obligation to join the membership to join our Discord though. Link in the description. Thank you so much, Ray Ray. But yeah, I'll be also making a video on it, on how to build a PC. I don't know if I'm the best person to do it. It's gonna be the first time I build one from scratch. I have tinkered with mine, and I did a lot of work to mine so far. So I think I'm comfortable enough to do it. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. That's what's great about YouTube. But I'm also gonna make a video about it. And I think I'd like to get videos of you unboxing it and your reaction before I upload it so I can put it all in the video for the viewers. What do you think, Orange? Would you be down for that?
I'd be down for it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You just have to use your cell phone. Have wifey record.
I was just reading the most recent comment and got a kick out of it.
Oh, what? On what? Oh, on the chat?
In the chat, yeah. I was just getting a kick out of that.
Yeah. It's funny. Good one, Antonk 2180.
You gonna go to this headhunt?
Oh, yeah. Okay. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known. Oh, shoot. What's going on? I have travel.
Apparently...
Why can't I fast travel?
It's... They broke it. If you're taking rads, it's considered taking damage, therefore you can't fast travel.
Oh my god. Okay, when this happens, you can daily op dip. This is when you open up the map and you go to a daily op. It'll make you go straight away. It won't mess around. Then from there you can go do whatever.
Hi, Ruby.
I literally do talk to him like that sometimes, Vince. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I'm like, get to work with the whip.
Alright, I'll start it.
We need more build testing. More footage.
No, he's...
Charlie half-cocked. The neat thing is I can come in like a helicopter.
Why do you have to be in the invisible one?
Ah, see, I don't have problems here. I don't
have any problems either. It's just... I hate that it's just no matter how you slice it, it's just gonna take me longer to kill.
Oh shoot, I got killed. Wasn't paying attention to my health. I probably didn't have full glow.
I even killed the grunts still pretty quick.
What the heck? I'm stuck. Oh, neat. I got a 2-shot bullets explode vats optimized pipe revolver orange.
Pipe is life.
That's cool. That's going in the collection bin. I've had an itch lately to play Fallout 4. I just haven't had the time. I've been really focused on trying to upload as much content on the LMG as I can for you guys. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling like playing some Fallout 4. So you guys might have some Fallout 4 streams in the mornings again soon. I'm just saying, keep an eye out on the channel. Nuke Wolf, GG. Howdy doody. Like your power armor skin. Looks nice. They need to give us RGB power armors where we can like change the color of them, and they have like little lights on it similar to the light 'em up skins for the guns, but they could make it that it's tied to your Pip-Boy light color, so when you change your Pip-Boy light color it changes the light on the gun or the power armor. That would be so cool, right? Oh, this one has the mutation too, where he's disappearing on me. These are the tankier ones. They're tankier than the main target. I don't know why they did that like that. They're literally just a 2-star enemy. It doesn't really make sense. I can't even see him. Okay, there we go. Orange, what are your thoughts on the LMG?
In terms of like the tier list that we did a while back, I honestly I feel like the LMG is S tier heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say S tier as well right now. It's so good. With that low AP cost, you can use it in VATS. It replaced the Elder's Mark at first, before, the reason I was using the Elder's Mark is because, as you know, I love to play Unyielding, Bloodied at the Snake, you know, with no power armor. You can't be in power armor with Unyielding because there's no Unyielding power armor. So in order to have that Unyielding and high intelligence build, you've got to be Unyielding. And, well, for me, there just isn't a heavy gun that had the infinite VATS ability and high fire rate to keep me alive and still do damage, high damage, as a non-PA build. There just wasn't one before this update, and now the LMG is shining. It is coming through for me. It's new and it's breathing life into my playstyle, and I absolutely love it. I was able to put away the LMG. I put it down. I might pick it up again someday. It's a great weapon, don't get me wrong. I do like how quiet it is. But the LMG is doing pretty much the same DPS as the Elder's Mark. And so for me, it's great because it makes it that I can play with my non-power armor build, play Bloodied, play non-PA, and have that HP and AP refresh to stay infinite VATS and have infinite AP and HP return, health points, through boss fights. And stay alive at low health. It's great. In fact, Orange, I think anything's better than the pepper shaker.
Oh dear. I will not fall for this gaslighting.
Yeah, I'm just messing, Orange. The pepper shaker is strong and it's definitely still number one. It's still just, it's not even close. I looked at the footage you sent last night for our side-by-side video we're doing of the Gals Mini versus the pepper shaker. And yeah, it's just crazy.
Yep, it was fun to test them. I tested them quite a few times, and
It was eye-opening.
it's crazy how hard the pepper is hitting right now.
They broke a lot of stuff, eh? You used to be able to just grab as much gold bullion as it could let you buy. But now you have to put in the exact amount.
Yeah, poor Elder's Mark after they, I guess, supposedly fixed the cursed effect on it, because apparently that was being a multiplier and it wasn't supposed to be a multiplier.
Yeah, that hurted a lot. I mean, you can still get 40s, you can still get, you know, a sub 50-second time and be in the 40s with it completely solo, but it's not as good as before. Like, obviously before it was between 40 and 45 seconds. It's a small difference in that regards, but when you look at, we used to do those times with VATS enhanced and now we need to have rapid. That's the big difference. It says a lot, because we're still not reaching those exact same times. We're really close. We're just a few seconds off. But now we had to bring up our DPS significantly, and it made it harder for it to stay in VATS. Luckily though, the 308 doesn't have that problem. The LMG is a beast, and it's carrying this season completely on its back. I don't think anyone would be playing Fallout right now if it weren't for the new LMG mods. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's cool stuff that came in the Atomic Shop. Actually, there is. There is a Atomic Shop radio station I really want to get. Welcome to the Glass Gang, 2-Play Gamers, GG. Thank you so much for the support. My guy. What's cooking good looking bundle? This is so cool. Orange, you gotta see this little robot.
I think I looked at that briefly.
Everything else in the bundle's kind of meh, but that Collectron is perfect. What is it called? Meat sirloin. And get fresh cuts delivered right on time every time with the What's Cooking Good Looking bundle. I absolutely love this Collectron. It's so cute with the little bandoiler belt. Okay, that's ugly. What else do we have?
Yeah, Vince, explosive pepper is still the best.
Yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want.
I'll go to that infestation right after I get this nuke. It's almost done. Do you want to do Earl again? Do you want to do the Queen?
Let's do Queen.
Okay. I'm almost done here.
We appear to have found it, I think.
Yep. I'm fast traveling.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. Oh, it's the reflective Assaultron. Oh dear.
That's just
oh
what we call. I'm almost there. There he goes.
Assaultron down. Neat. So you launched already?
Yep, it's on its way. I'm grabbing a buff for myself.
Wow, you nuked it like a civilized person.
Kind of have to now, since I won't be able to fast travel because of
Oh, right, yep.
rads doing damage. Otherwise, I am so uncivilized as a ghoul how I nuke things.
Queen can drop new LNG mods, Glass. Actually, so here's the thing. I did make a small mistake in that video where I uploaded how to get the new mods for the LNG. It turns out that there's only the 6 new mods you get from scrapping, that the 7 other ones I talk about is cut content. So it just didn't make it out of PTS and into the game. So I was just worded weirdly in the release notes and I didn't pick up on that. I thought they meant you get 6 from scrapping and the remaining 7 from doing events in Cranberry Bog or Savage Divide. But any event in Cranberry Bog or Savage Divide that drops any of the LNG mods are going to be the same mods that you learn from Scrap to Learn. So this is when you craft LNGs and you scrap them to learn the new mods. So there's only 6. It's cut content, the remaining 7. Unfortunately. Maybe we'll get it someday. Maybe it'll come in a later update. I don't know. And this is my queen base. It's designed to freeze. It freezes the queen as she flies by with cryo turrets. One of my oldest bases. One of my favorite bases. So it's not anyone else that's actually freezing the queen, it's my camp. My camp is carrying. Nice. Let's see, do we still have any new infestations or not? Nope. Don't look like it.
And to the last silo.
Ruby to cherries using a pepper shaker. How do you
Heck
do that?
yeah. That's what we like to see.
Pepper shaker on top, gang. Still meta. Smash like if you think Pepper Shaker is number 1. Smash like if you think LMG is number 1. Smash dislike if you think Gal's Mini is number 1. Oh wait, no. Smash like. I need you to smash like too. I'm gonna go get some toxic glue. Actually, we can just use a poll in the chat for that. We don't need to use the like button for that. End poll. Okay, most of you are on PC. Wow. PC crowd is always stronger, Orange. Always. No matter if I'm doing a PlayStation or Xbox stream, most viewers are on PC. That's really interesting. Because, like, for the longest time, I was on Xbox only. For, like, the first, like, 2 years of my channel. So that's cool. We've grown on PC. To be fair, though, I have been streaming more on PC. Get some toxic goo. JK, it's still the Gaplaz. I wish it was the Gaplaz. The Gaplaz is really far from being number 1, unfortunately. It just can't stay infinite vats without a lot of help. And it just doesn't have the DPS I'm looking for. I so wish, though, for like a whole year I only made Gaplaz content. I love that weapon. Something about it. I look at it and I know. But you never know. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll be number 1 again. It always makes a comeback. It's not the first time the Gaplaz has been nerfed into the ground. To be fair, though, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Gaplaz was nerfed like 5 months ago. Or maybe more now. Maybe a year ago. I don't know. Time's flying by. It used to be pretty OP. Oh yeah, it's still viable. I agree. So did you say you already nuked out the last nuke, Orange?
I'm in it right now.
Oh, okay. So then what we can do then is after it's nuked out, we can wait around and see if any new infestations popped up, and if not, we can probably switch to your private world and then I'll drop nukes.
More nukes.
Wanna do that?
We don't necessarily have to leave your server. We don't have to keep nuking. We can just, there's other activities we can do.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just easier because I think most people have you on their friends list, right? So then...
Oh, yeah. So what do? We want to do snakes or something?
We can do raids, we can do bounties, we can do whatever. We can do all the content.
Let's do bounties then. We can do raids too, but... If we do raids, I'll switch to my VATS non-PA build. I just have more fun with it for full raids. Mainly because of the snake. I don't want to aim down sights at the snake. Like, it can do it, but you're talking like a 3-minute kill.
Yeah, I feel that. I always want a weapon that's positive, and that's why I run the pepper shaker. And the ammo consumption.
The ammo consumption, the DPS, yeah, I mean, just the fact that you get such a high return on investment with it, because it takes, what, just over a magazine. When we were doing the side-by-side testing with plasma, I was actually getting the kill in one magazine, because I remember I still had like 35 rounds left in that video in one phasing EN06, and there's only 200 rounds in it, so it didn't use a lot of ammo. And then it returned like 687 rounds. And that's why every stream where I use the pepper shaker, I always end up with like 10,000 rounds weighing me down. And I'm like, how the heck did I get all this ammo? And that's how, because we're running the raids back to back, and the pepper shaker just goes positive on ammo like crazy. Whether you're solo or farming with a team. And if you don't need that ammo, you can use it to convert that ammo into anything else, so it's not a loss. You could technically use the pepper shaker to farm any ammo. It's also just daily driver friendly, you know, infinite vats without any worries at all. Just your standard AP build, vats build, and you're good to go. Nothing is supporting it. It's too good. It can't be stopped, Orange.
Yeah, I say it's insanely ammo positive. Most bosses I fight don't even take me 200 rounds, so...
Yeah, I literally will start the stream with just a couple thousand rounds, because that's how I am. I usually roll around with just a few thousand rounds of something. And then I always end the stream with like 10-15k on me. I'm just shooting super muties in here. Just kind of waiting.
Yeah, this should be done soon. Who do you want to nuke on?
Let's do neurological. It'll last longer.
Okay. There it is.
I didn't find the pepper shaker to be ammo positive. Is there a trick? Yeah, you're most likely not using all the perk cards that it can dip into. It's not a typical heavy gunner. It does get a lot from shotgun perks that will give it up to 80% more damage, and I'm not talking about easy target. I think it's shotgun champ, is it, Orange? Because if you equip the wrong barrel, it won't do that extra damage, but if you put the hex barrel on, it gives it 8 projectiles, and then you have 80% more damage through the shotgun champ perk card. And that that's just one thing. Like, there's other perks like that that it really plays into and and gets a lot of damage out. Yeah, it's definitely ammo positive every single run. Like when I showed my plasma versus laser, another problem too is when you use it, you probably used it with laser, because when you look at it on the workbench, we showed this in a video, it shows that laser has a higher base damage than plasma. But in practice, when we take it to the EN06 boss and we drill EN06 to death, I don't have to reload with plasma. I end up with 35 rounds. So I only used like, you know, 3/4 of my magazine. I don't reload, basically is what I'm saying. But with laser, I have to reload. So it's not doing enough damage with laser. You have to use plasma. So the Pip-Boy lies in that regards, but it's definitely doing a lot more damage with plasma. And it's 100% ammo positive. It uses 60 or 170 rounds at most. And it returns almost 700 rounds per EN06 run. So... But yeah, definitely give the Pepper Shaker a solid try. Look at the build guides on the channel and don't gloss over it. Really take it to heart. Watch it and learn about it, because there's a lot in these videos that I go over that people don't think about sometimes, and it's all laid out for you. So check it out. We believe it's still the heavy meta because we see it. Nothing is as efficient as it, and it does the same DPS as the highest DPS heavy gunners in the game. It can just do it with ease and ammo efficiency and easy infinite vats. We'll be going over more about that though in an upcoming video, so I'm gonna save it for that. I won't keep rambling about it. You'll have to keep your eye on the channel, my guy. But there's a reason the Pepper Shaker videos do so well on the channel.
Actually, the only thing that's changed, I mean, not much has changed in like 5 seasons for the Pepper Shaker. I mean, like, the biggest change that they did for the Pepper Shaker was adding those shotgunner perks. So it's been this way for
yeah, it just keeps getting more and more powerful. And recently they changed multi-projectile effect and how it works with explosives on multi-projectile weapons. The Pepper Shaker with the Hex Barrel becomes a multi-projectile weapon, and it loves Demolition Expert. We went from recommending VATS hit chance on the Pepper Shaker to bullets explode. And now it's so much fun. I'm so happy we're recommending that now, because I will admit, like, VATS hit chance is kind of boring, you know? Like, bullets explode. You can't beat it. Like, in every game that I play, I try to go for just bullets explode. That's how I usually am. It's just more fun until I figure out whether or not it really is the meta for that game. And it's not really the meta for all weapons in this game. But for multi-projectile weapons, it's really strong. And with the Pepper Shaker, it's a solid option. It's a win-win. It is a fun weapon to use, yeah. It also has that raider look. So if you're a raider role player, it really fits the raider vibe. The only thing I wish it had is I wish it had higher fire rate. But if it had any higher fire rate than it has, it would be doing crazy damage. Because when you think about it, it's keeping up with weapons that have much higher fire rate, like the Gauss Mini. And the Gauss Mini has 600 rounds in it. And it's keeping up with that DPS with only 200 rounds. And a very slow fire rate, like a third of the fire rate. So that's crazy. Like, it's doing serious damage per shot without Furious. That's why we recommend Quad, because it's doing plenty of base damage on the Pepper Shaker when you combine it with the right perk cards. And you can just not have to reload so much with Quad. It gives it a healthy 200 round magazine, and you can just dump rounds all day without reloading. Its biggest letdown is that it has a 50 round magazine, I think. That's just a shame for a heavy gunner to have a 50 round magazine. But it probably wouldn't be too balanced if it came with 200 rounds, you know? Because then you could put Furious on it and it would absolutely walk everything else in the game. Xbox rules? Right, GG. Xbox does rule. I miss my Xbox character. Gotta get on here more. I do love that stabilizers mod. This thing is just dead straight. I don't have to worry about it walking on me. I just have to worry about focusing on the enemy when the enemy moves. It's perfect for an aimed on sight build in my opinion.
Just destroying the robots.
We're just crippling this thing over and over.
Easy peasy. Down they go.
Where's Kitty? Glassy's at the vet. Yeah. Glassy will be here this weekend, though. What now? Bounties?
Mm-hmm.
I'll activate Novak. Tell Cowboy those are buds. What do you mean? Oh, I like that, Maracas. I love the Spitfire paint too for the pepper shaker. Explosive bullets sometimes doesn't register on busy public servers though. Yeah, I see that happening too sometimes when I'm like solo, you know, 6. He tends to rubber bullet sometimes. His health bar, I mean, rubber bands. Sorry. But yeah. You can work through it. You just switch lobby if it's that bad sometimes. But have you seen it happening a lot, Orange? Like outside instances, like at the Queen or...
I haven't experienced it. I know, like, I'm sure, like, if you're just on, like, a sketchy server. I mean, I've had it happen in the past, just not this update, but I've been mostly playing on private server.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Holy cow! Big Play Ray Ray with the $200 super chat. My guy! Holy jeez! Oh, out here bankrolling my bad decisions. Thank you so much! I appreciate you, dude. My guy. Don't know why I called you dude. I'm just shocked. Thank you so much, Ray Ray. Thank you for the support. Now I can buy stuff in the atomic shop.
I still feel like they're still pretty squishy.
They are squishy.
I just think what I think it is what you mentioned before. I just don't think people are using crippling perks and not dipping into that damage. You're missing out on so much if you're not using the crippling. It's super telling.
Yeah, if you're missing any of the shotgunner perks on the pepper shaker, it's pretty bad. It's not anywhere near, like, you're gonna think we're lying to you about it being one of the #1 heavy gunners. And we don't think it's just one of them. Me and Orange know it's the #1 heavy gun. It just is. When we look at it from an efficiency, versatility, and DPS check under the same conditions, the pepper shaker passes with all flying colors. Nothing else comes close in efficiency and versatility. Other options come very close and even are either neck and neck or surpass it slightly in DPS, but they come nowhere close in efficiency and versatility. They dump tons of rounds, are way harder to keep up with on the ammo, are way more difficult and require specialized builds to stay in vats. And yeah, it's just a night and day difference. When we mean meta, we don't mean what is the highest damage weapon. That's not what meta stands for. Meta is an acronym, and it stands for most effective tactics available. And so that's what we're trying to bring you guys here. So it is why we talk about it like that. It fits those categories for us, and it makes more sense, right? We want to bring you the meta. We're going to talk about what is the meta. We are going to start doing some Gals mini builds, okay? I have talked to the Orange Cowboy about it, and we are doing one. We're doing one for sure. Isn't that right, Orange?
Is it the
Blood
Infinite Vats
Sacrifice
version?
build, yeah.
You want that one? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do our own version of it. It's going to be a heavy-hitting build, but we're also going to be comparing it directly to the Pepper Shaker, so... very interesting. Oh, this has stabilizers. Cool.
And Blood Sacrifice isn't for everyone, and if you thought other builds, on the channel were like super endgame, Blood Sacrifice requires a lot, and I mean a lot. So
yeah, don't you have to drop your damage perk to run vampires?
You gotta run to not like consistently, like to be able to sustain it. You have to run. First of all, you have to have like a stockpile of super stims. And I understand that not everyone was like a veteran player that played raids when they first came out and has tens of thousands of super stims. So if you're one of those players that doesn't really have a stockpile of super stims, I automatically would just recommend not doing a Blood Sacrifice build, because like it really does need super stims in order to operate. Otherwise, you will just end up just dying over and over again. Not to mention, it requires a whole legendary perk to be maxed out. So, that's kind of rough. No other Infinite Vats build requires a whole legendary perk card to be maxed out. Like, you may have to cut other perks out, but you could still at least achieve Infinite Vats without it.
My biggest problem with that build, though, is it relies so much on stim packs that the minute you run out of stim packs, the build doesn't just completely fall apart. It starts to kill you. And then you can't use your gun in vats to defend yourself anymore, and you have to go find some stim packs, before you can start shooting things again, or you're going to shoot yourself dead. And that was happening to me on PTS. When this playstyle came to PTS, when they updated Blood Sacrifice, I was trying it and stuff like that, and I put a build together on PTS, and I immediately saw these glaring issues. And I told myself, yeah, I'm basically not going to make builds around this because it's just not efficient, and the build completely falls apart when you run out of stims. It's not even close to other options. Like, currently, the Pepper Shaker, you bolt it together, you're done. You don't look after anything else on the build. You just run it. It's Infinite Vats. It does the damage. Nothing beats that playstyle for me. It's definitely lazier, more efficient, and under the right circumstances, the Gals Mini can do slightly higher DPS, but it costs everything to achieve it, to the point that it's just not worth it because it's so close with the Pepper Shaker.
And when we say it's slightly higher DPS, we tested against 3 bosses, and each weapon is within seconds of each other. So really, it's kind of a wash. So it's not like, oh wow, there's like a 20-second difference. No, it's like literally within 5 seconds of each other.
Yep.
Depending on the boss that you fight, one has a little bit more of an advantage versus the other. And I explained that in that upcoming video why that may be. So.
And we have a 30-second
really funny
Pepper Shaker build on the channel, but we haven't updated it because it's just not efficient. It's wonky in the way that it uses little things like some people will say that, they got this fast time, and it's like faster than whatever else is being uploaded, but it's usually hinged on something happening where the stars align. You either get a glitchy snake that doesn't attack you for half the fight and you're able to just do straight DPS uninterrupted, or you have some people kill themselves to reset the instance to have better targeting on the snake from the start. Some people you know, there's all these tricks you can do basically to shave off time. And us is just run into the raid and start blasting. That's what I like about our testing. It's unique like that in a way. It's not hinged on these like cheesing mechanics. It just works. And that's because we want it to work as good inside the raids as outside. And for example, what I'm talking about, take the 30-second pepper shaker clip, for example. The way we were able to get a 30-second time on the snake completely solo with the pepper shaker was because the stars aligned. It's by having Wild West hands-on as a ghoul and it proccing every single time you're needing a reload and having Furious. So you only have 50 rounds to begin with, and you are banking on Wild West hands proccing 4 times in a row for you, is basically what I'm saying. And people will do that, and they'll do that over and over again, and they, like, what you don't realize is that clip where they got a 20-second run, for example, happened 1 time out of, like, 10 tries, 10 or 15 tries. Those other tries were longer. You know, people cherry pick their clips, so it's a stars aligned moment. But when we bring you builds, we're showing you average times, we're showing you how they're going to perform when you put them together and try them in a public world. And that's what we want. That's what we want to keep doing, what we want to keep bringing here to the channel. I think it's more advantageous for you to see exactly how the build performs, so you know whether or not it's worth your time putting the time into it, and not that it's going to work like this 1 out of maybe 10 times. Because we could be pushing, you know, pepper shaker meta 30-second clips all day, but like I said, I'm not going to sit here and cherry pick clips on 10 runs. It's not the right thing to do. What's the final verdict on stars? Yeah, so for legendary stars for the weapon, if you want the best for the pepper shaker, I'll let Orange answer that, to be honest with you. Orange?
If you're talking about the pepper shaker, it'd be quad explosive, less vats conductors.
Quad explosive, less vats optimized conductors. Yeah, that's what I have currently on mine too. And it hits like a truck. It stays in vats all day.
But if you were talking about the Gauss Mini on a blood sacrifice build, you gotta be vamps, faster fire rate, less vats still, and conductors still. You need all the healing you can get.
Crippling is really good, Larry Tiedemann. Crippling comes in with faster times at EN06 if you use a dedicated weapon for crippling. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. This is my main weapon that I use in my video that I uploaded today to kill EN06 in around 1 minute without VATS. That's no VATS. You're just using the weapon, pointing it, manual aiming, shooting EN06 dead in 1 minute. And how I get those quick times without VATS or using anything in VATS to drop the shield at all is with this 3-star LMG. It's not even a 4-star. It drops the shield fast because of the crippling perk that's on it. It affects the shield, and the shield is counted as a limb. So I'm not even shooting at EN06 in that video. I like shoot at the wall to show you guys that I'm taking down the shield through reflective damage alone. And I have the quad mod on here so that I can just keep shooting and not have to reload. Because with perk cards on the build, like bullet shield, it procs when you're shooting the gun. So when you're squeezing the trigger, that's when it'll proc and reflect more damage to EN06 and help drop the shield faster. Also, we're using aristocrats and reflective, but yeah. So with that quad LMG, it helps to drop time sooner. So what you want to do is have a dedicated shield weapon. In the case of EN06, you can use a pepper shaker that's 3-star with the quad mod just to reflect damage and drop the shield that way super easily and convenient. But yeah, I go over all of that in today's video that's up on the channel and linked in the description below. So you want to check it out. I really explain it, go over the perk cards and how they work for dropping this shield with reflective. Blows my mind how tanky these guys are though. They're not even legendary. The one thing I will say that the Gauss Mini has over the Pepper Shaker is the looks. It does look nice, you know, but it's way more high-tech, so it depends on what look you're going for with your character. If you're a raider, you're gonna prefer the Pepper Shaker. If you're like Secret Service, Enclave themed or something, then you're gonna like the Gauss Mini more.
We got an infestation over at
The problem
Morgantown.
with that method, Primed Reaper, with using the Assaultron head to one-tap the shield, is it doesn't always one-tap the shield, especially when you're in groups. Because it all depends on the ANO6 coming up and having that moment where it hasn't detected you yet and the shield is available to be shot at, where it lights up the health bars and you can one-tap it. And a lot of times when we're with groups of people, what ends up happening is other people will break that stealth and you lose your damage, and when you one-tap the shield, it only takes off half the health of the shield. It's a lot better to use alone, but I can't recommend stuff like that. Okay, the reason why is because we're talking about an aim down sight, no VATS build. So I'm gonna look real silly if I start the video off with recommending an Assaultron head in VATS on a no VATS, no problem build guide. You know what I mean? So that's why like we're using these tactics with the build. It also just keeps it way simpler. No extra stuff to carry with us, and yeah, so we know that about that method, and it's gone around the community a lot, but it's not as efficient as it sounds, because especially when you're with groups, other people will break your stealth, and you're not doing the stealth damage you need to do to one-shot the shield. So I've seen it many times. It doesn't look like we have anything else procking orange.
Well, I went to go do the infestation, but it looked like it was kind of bugged, and
Oh no.
the enemy. So like, it was robots. This is how I know it was bugged. We were fighting robots all throughout Morgantown, but then the boss was a ghoul, but like, it shouldn't have been a ghoul, right? It should have been an Assaultron if we were fighting robots, and like the ghoul was just laying on the ground, and then it got shot once, and then it just poofed, it died again.
Oh, weird. That's
So-
like the second one.
Yeah, so I think like the game sometimes messes up, and like it's like spawns a ghoul, and it has no business spawning a ghoul.
Nope. I don't. I use the hot pink Gauss Mini. That's low-key the best skin for the Gauss Mini. Orange used to use it. He has the matching skin for the power armor too, the hot pink power armor skin. I remember those days.
Whole fit.
Orange was the pink orange cowboy.
I still remember that was such a funny. It was one of the funniest messages I ever got. I was like sitting there waiting for Earl to like open up, and some random person that was in the lobby messaged me saying, "You're not very orange."
Yeah, that's funny.
I was like, "You got me there."
Don't you have an orange power armor set though? It's like when that we got one of the seasons. Like, I mean, you could wear. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like some kind of mining looking one. I think we got it during the raids update. Orange. Could it
Do
be?
we have like an orange? I don't think I have like a good orange. Do I?
Have you unlocked the new mods yet? Depends what you mean. LMG new mods, yeah. 4-star new mods, no. I played 3 characters too, so it's kind of hard. I just have like 3 times worse RNG, I think, because of that. Maybe I need to try my PlayStation character though, because my PlayStation character, she seems to have really good luck. I don't know what it is, but I love her. She's always unlocking the new mod boxes like early and right away. I don't know if they do that, if like your specific character has a specific luck for unlocking stuff, like when the character is born. I don't know. But I've noticed that my PlayStation character unlocks new legendary box mods all the time. I'm usually selling box mods too, but I don't have any good ones in there right now. I'm at max cap, so let's actually pull those out. Anyone wasting your caps? What do you think, Orange? Bounty?
Bounty.
You learned Tarnish? That's awesome, Larry Tiedman. What platform do you play on? If you could craft me one, that would be amazing, my guy. I want to have it so that when I put a build together with it, I can use it in public world. That's why I haven't done a build with it yet.
Oh, but isn't... I use Vulcan power armor. I don't think I can use Inferno on Vulcan.
Oh no.
On Fort. At least I don't think so.
Well, I'm gonna go do a solo ENO6 real quick, just to show people the build that I uploaded today and talk about how it works while we wait for other stuff. But yeah, this is a very easy point and shoot build. I have a 3-star version of this build that I uploaded last week that uses 3-star gear, no raid gear. That means all the gear from the build guide is available outside the raid. And yeah, you just point and you shoot. You kill ENO6 in around 1 minute. That means a single phase ENO6 without vats. We're just pointing and shooting. That's all we're doing. It's that simple. No coffee, no chems, no buffs, no problem. You know how it is, gang. Radix diluted. I'm gonna cure that feral meter though. And you want to make sure your Pip-Boy light is off. Currently my Pip-Boy light's on. This is gonna break your stealth. So it's really important to remember that with this build, because it uses stealth cards on the build. So, oh shoot. Yeah, I agree. The seasonal rewards are pretty lackluster, Kurt. Especially the teal bathroom set. I never once thought I needed a base game item in teal that's that ugly. And it's on like every page. And the bathtub is locked behind Fallout First. Like that's just crazy.
I think you mean crazy awesome, the teal bathroom set?
Whoever
the
did
rusted,
that. No, that's crazy
rusted
work.
Teal bathroom set. Thank you very much.
Rusted teal, like I never thought, oh man, I wish I had the rusted version of this base item set that I have for free. No! If I ever need rusty bathroom parts, I'm totally fine with the base game item. It's not like a new reward. Plus, there's a lot of fishing-related rewards, and it's super weird because, like, someone at Bethesda is obsessed with fishing, it seems. Because ever since the fishing update, we keep getting fishing rewards, like, on every page of the new season, and we haven't been getting new, like, raid-related rewards since the raids, or ghoul-related rewards since the ghoul update. So why specifically do we keep getting fishing-related rewards? So I forgot to start with my quad crippling LMG, but I'm just shooting at the wall here, so you see that I'm not dropping the shield through shooting at it. I'm dropping the shield through reflective damage on the build. And you don't even have to be shooting the whole time. Just shooting when INFESTATIONS is shooting at you is good enough. Then you swap to the Furious, and you want to target the torso. You want to be aiming both triggers, and you want to be crouched. You want to crouch as soon as the shield goes down to start dumping rounds into INFESTATIONS' torso with the Furious LMG. Now walking all over the place here. But yeah, my fastest time with this build with this method is 1:10. It's always right around a minute. This is a little slow because I started with the wrong weapon. But hey, we got a bullies mod. Neat. Come on, teal urinal isn't a great reward. It's not. It's not. Big snacks. I totally get it. Alright. So that's how you kill INFESTATIONS in a single phase. Without vats. Oh yeah, and I'll show you guys I don't have any buffs. So yeah, there's no buffs there. There's no buffs as far as like chems or anything. Those are just perks from the build that are applied. Like minus 10 ghoul charisma. Some of this stuff isn't good. Plus 10 power armor strength. That's just a perk you get from jumping in power armor. But as you can see, there's no like overdrive, there's no bobbleheads, there's no magazine, there's no chems at all. No, nothing. Single phase point and shoot. Just aim down sight. No vats, no critical attack damage, no limit breaking, no problem. And the 3-star version of this build works just the same. Gets the kill in a single phase like that. It's as easy as it gets. So you'll want to check it out. I linked them in the description below. So the 3-star version of this build you can start working on as low as rank 75 or level 75. You'll have the 2 legendary perk cards unlocked that you need. So you can start investing in the build from that point on and building up to the 3-star version of that build in the video. And then whenever you feel comfortable, you can start working towards the 4-star version of this build, which is what I'm currently using. And it shaves off between the 4-star and 3-star version, it shaves off about 30 seconds. So it's not a massive difference, but yeah, it's 30 seconds. So it still saves you time. Plus what I like about this build is it's a full reflection build. Like I have aristocrats. Look, he just killed himself from shooting at me. That's what I was hoping I was going to be able to tell you to look at before it happened, but it happened so fast. Like a lot of enemies, when they encounter you with this build, they will kill themselves. Because that's how the build works. We're using bullet shield here to proc that effect even more, which is why I'm using the quad crippling LMG at the start of the fight. The shield is counted as a limp, so we're applying crippling damage through bullet shield to the shield. And other perk cards are also helping out, like Ricochet. Gain a chance to deflect range attacks based on luck. That's what's proccing there as well. As the armor, we're getting so much reflection on this build. It is a full reflection armor set. That means it has aristocrats and reflective 4-star mod. So the aristocrats is available to anyone that obviously doesn't have a 4-star reflective mod, but aristocrats was changed recently so that it reflects incoming damage based on caps held. Currently 10% because you need 39,500 caps to make that effect be at its strongest. So if you have caps, like let's say you have like 26,000 caps, it'll be somewhere around 6 or 7% per piece of reflection. It'll still work, is what I'm saying. But yeah, you can get that effect min-maxed to that 10%, and then the 10% per piece from reflection means you're getting 50% total reflection from aristocrats and another 50% from reflective. So you're getting 100% total reflection. So when they're shooting you with their damage. All that damage it's hitting you. It is hitting you. You are taking damage from it, but it's also reflecting it back towards the enemy. Is that only in power armor? No, it does work. You can use Aristocrats non-PA, but it's not as effective. There's a big reason for why I only use power armor builds in EN06. It's because I like dropping the shield through reflective damage. It's so easy. You just stand there and the thing does it for you, you know, like you just saw. And basically in power armor, the minute you step in the power armor chassis, you have 200% more reflective damage. That was data mined in the notes when the update came for reflective damage and the reflective perks and stuff like that, the perk card changes. So basically, it has that edge over non-PA. That's why it takes like 3 to 5 business days. If you try to do a full reflection build non-PA and jump into EN06, it takes forever for the shield to come down. But when you do it in power armor and you're running the same perks and the same perk card loadout, the shield drops fast. And that's all because of that 200% bonus damage to reflective damage in power armor. So it's not something everyone knows, because you had to kind of be around when all that stuff came to light and was data mined and came into the game. It came through in the release notes where we read it on stream and talked about it the first time and realized, oh, power armor is going to have the leg up on this big time. And it does, and it stayed in the game that way. I thought for sure they'd eventually adjust it, but yep. Unfortunately, non-PA solo just doesn't do anywhere near this type of reflection. I think reflective is a 4-star PA mod only. It might be. I can't remember off the top of the dome, but yeah, there are some 4-star mods that are exclusive to non-power armor and power armor, but the reflective 1-star mod does work on non-PA, non-power armor builds, but yeah, it's still just nowhere near enough reflective damage. Can't save my caps for full effect? Then try going for the reflective 4-star mod instead, because then it'll still drop the shield as fast as if you just had aristocrats. So it'll be fine. From the moment EN06 comes up, with aristocrats only, it takes 30 seconds to drop the shield by EN06 shooting at you. And if you only had the reflective 4-star mod and no aristocrats mod, it's the same time. It only improves if you add aristocrats with the reflective 4-star mod, then it cuts the time in half. Full caps is hard for aristocrats. I mean, I get it if you're not used to kind of making caps, but caps is really easy to make in this game. Especially since we can sell legendary mods now. We weren't able to do that before. Caps used to be a lot harder to get. But you can sell legendary mods in your vendor and they sell like hotcakes. So sell them. Don't hoard them. Sell the ones you don't need. Don't scrap all your legendary mods. Sell some, craft some too. That's how I make a lot of caps. I craft legendary mods and I sell them just for sale. Like, for example, I can craft limit breaking. And for example, Larry Tiedman, since you can craft, you said earlier you can craft a new tarnish mod, that would sell like crazy in your vendor. You could craft them and sell them for 7,000 caps a piece and they're gonna fly out of your vendor at 7k. 7k is a good price, it's not too expensive and it's not too cheap. People are gonna look at that and think that's a good deal because most players are selling new mods like that for like 14,000 caps for double the price, or 20k caps. So you can really undercut the market if you're able to craft it and just, you know, keep the vendor door open, like Big Play Ray Ray says. Keep the vendor open, sell those legendary mods, the ones you can craft. Shout out to Big Play Ray Ray for the 20 gifted memberships, my guy! GG! And especially if you haven't bought everything yet, but once you get used to having high caps like that, like, you don't need anything anymore with caps. When you get to a certain point, you're end game enough, and you have the things that you need, caps literally becomes useless. And it doesn't mean I can't use my caps there because I have 40,000 caps. I can still vendor hop. The nice thing about it is I'm so used to having an aristocrats build and always having max caps now that there's nothing I can't buy when I find it in player vendors. And then if I need my caps back, I just craft some limit breaking mods or whatever mods and throw them in my vendor, and they sell right away. So I think it's just something you need to get used to doing to think like a salesperson. You know, what is the thing that you would buy the most? And it's these new mods right now. If you can craft any of the new mods from the bounty hunting stuff like Active or Lucid, those are hot mods right now. They sell fast. And don't try to sell them too expensive either. Be fair with the pricing. 7,000 caps for me, they fly out of the vendor like in no time. The first visit I get, people buy it right away. You know, it's gotta be a decent mod though. It can't be something like garbage. But it's something you can craft. If you can craft Quad or Furious, whatever it is. You know, I'm not telling you to sell Furious at 7,000 caps a piece. You might want to sell that one for around 3 to 5. But 4-star mods, you can comfortably sell closer to 10k. So 7k, they're gonna fly out at your vendor. You're gonna hit max caps in no time. Yeah, it basically does become a way of life. Once you get max caps and you're used to staying at max caps, the nice thing about it is, like I said, you have caps for everything you need in the game. You come across plans you need to buy, either for mutations or whatever, they're 20,000 caps each. If you're not used to having high caps and farming caps, there's lots of videos on YouTube about farming caps too, by the way, if you don't have the ability to sell 4-star mods or whatever. There's other methods of getting caps. It's really not difficult. It just takes putting your mind to it. That's really all it takes. Pinpointers is hard to get to. It kind of is, but it drops from EN06. So if you just want to farm EN06 over and over again, you can get pinpointers. But also this build doesn't use pinpointers. I'm using stabilizers. You could put pinpointers, but it doesn't work at EN06, unfortunately. The chest isn't considered a weak point. After the shield goes down, you can only target his chest. So I'm not sure if you were recommending that for this build is what you were saying, but I don't recommend it for that build. But it's definitely a good weapon or weapon mod to sell in your vendor. It sells good, and you can use it on this weapon. It would still be fine. It's just not going to work specifically at EN06. If you're going to use this build and you want to pump out more damage with it, you can put polished. The reason I don't put polished is simple. I don't have to keep maintaining it. I don't have to keep worrying about the condition of the weapon. And like I said, from my own testing outside the raids using the build the last couple days as a daily driver, it is way more comfortable with stabilizers because it stabilizes the gun. I'm using it aimed down sights. I'm not using it in vats, so I physically have to aim the gun myself. And it's doing tons of damage with this setup, but like I said, it walks on you. It's really hard to control and aim your shots. So with stabilizers, stabilizing the weapon by 40%, giving it a improved cone of fire, recoil, and stability is just, it's kind of a no-brainer for me. After I saw the difference, like I didn't see it. My times basically went from like a minute 10s to a minute 15, minute 13. It's so close to polished. It's not a big difference. I think that's mainly because polished is an additive mod, so it's not as impactful as like if it were to be a multiplicative mod. It's added at the end of damage calculation, so it's a pretty small change to your total DPS output. It's hard to unlock or buy pinpointers. Oh yeah, but that's why you want to farm EN06. You get them dropped that way. I get them dropped all the time from doing EN06 back to back. And then you can scrap them, and I probably have one on me. Yeah, I do. Yep. So that's how you want to do it. You want to load up your box with mods from farming EN06 back to back and selling them in your vendor, getting caps. And you don't even need the Aristocrats mod. You can start with a basic reflection. It's just faster. It's why I recommend it. It's just faster with that 1-star mod. But if you don't have Aristocrats, you don't have the 4-star reflective, and you want to take down the shield the lazy way, just having this card on and Ricochet, and remember, you gotta be in power armor, you get 200% more reflection damage just right away. And this is reflective damage right here. This activates that effect on your build. It allows you to have it without the added reflect from Aristocrats, and the reflective 4-star mod. So you want bullet shield minimum, ricochet minimum, and then the crippling 3-star mod under luck, and then the crippling mod on your weapon, or one weapon at least has to have the limb damaged mod if you're not going to run any reflective armor mods. You'll still be able to drop the shield with reflection is what I'm saying. It just won't be as potent as if you were to get that full 100% reflection from aristocrats and reflective. So a bit of a build breakdown there. Sorry, gang. Sorry for slamming your ears with knowledge. We got another infestations to go to. Gotta find these guys and give them the old 2-tap. Bullet shield doesn't say it has to be in PA. I know that. I know. And I didn't say that you have to be in PA. It's just that when you step into PA, you get 200% more damage from reflective damage. The minute you step in PA, you have 200% more reflective damage than if you're not in PA with bullet shield. That's why we love your channel. GG, Larry Tiedman. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, it's over here. So that's how you give you an 06, the old 2-tap. With just an aim down sight build, no vats, no problem. I left that build linked in the description for both beginners and endgamers alike. We have the 3-star and 4-star versions of the build linked below in the description. I also left some non-PA builds using the LMG. They use vats though, so it's a different playstyle. But I love using it non-PA in vats. I think it feels more comfortable that way. And it does a ton of damage. It is great. I love the bloodied, unyielding version of this build. And Orange thinks that Pepper Shaker is #1, and you know what? He's actually totally right. It's still #1. LMG is really, really good though, and it's basically just replacing the Elder's Mark. It's performing the same as the Elder's Mark, basically. So for me, it became my #1 because I was basically maining the Elder's Mark for the reason that, and the only reason why I wasn't maining the Pepper Shaker on my non-PA builds is it just doesn't have a high enough fire rate to keep my bloodied, unyielding, squishy builds alive. Because with unyielding, you don't have as much tank as if you're going to run like Bertrest or, I think it's bolstering. Yeah, the bolstering mod. But what you do have is things like higher carry weight, higher max AP. You can reach 1000 max AP on unyielding. You can reach 70 plus intelligence and get 300,000 XP from a single snake. So that's why I love my unyielding builds. Even though they're squishier, they're harder to survive with. They do a lot more in terms of like XP and gains, return on investment on your points. A lot easier to spam stims in PA2. Yes, that's a really good point, Prime Reaper. Yeah, it is. Actually, there's a cool thing you can do, because in non-PA, you can't spam your stims really. Basically, you guys know you end up with a stimming animation the minute you use the stim pack. But in PA, you can just use it as much as you want. And it's different in third person or first person. So in first person, if you're shooting to use your stim, you can't use it. As you can see, I'm pressing the stim button, it's not doing anything. But if you stop, you can then activate your stim button. But in third person, you can keep shooting and spamming the stim button. So in third person, you can keep doing DPS, aim down sight, and stimming, healing yourself. So keep that in mind. That's a pro tip. Definitely an advantage that Power Armor has over non-PA, because in non-PA you got that stupid animation. We want to do orange.
I was gonna start another bounty.
Another bounty? Yeah, basically. I mean, it's definitely way safer to be in power armor. And it's way more effective at EN06 being in power armor. But I love doing solo snakes in my unyielding non-PA build. But I genuinely just use that build pretty much like outside the raids and at the snakes solo. But if I'm doing the rest of the raid, I can still use that build, but I'm more comfortable doing it with a team because obviously it's squishy. So like at the Epsilon squad, it can't do that stage solo. The Pepper Shaker build can do that stage solo though, isn't that right, Orange?
Mm-hmm. Does it pretty fast too.
Yeah, but for me, where the rubber meets the road is every time I tried doing a bloodied, unyielding Pepper Shaker build, non-PA at the snake, the Pepper Shaker just doesn't have enough fire rate to return conductors enough to heal me enough to stay alive as an unyielding low health player. And so that's why I migrated to the Elder's Mark for a while, because it had that fire rate to keep me alive and keep the build working. So now we finally have a infinite vats heavy gunner that has that fire rate I'm looking for, and it's a charm. It works a breeze, gang. You'll want to check it out. I have the unyielding build already up on the channel. It's also linked below. I also have the ghoul and high health versions of the non-PA vats build I'm talking about linked in the description too. Can we get a PA human snake build video? Yes, you can. We do those all the time, and we do have a PA human snake build video, but I think it's a Pepper Shaker video. And basically that is the next one I'm doing, my guy. So I'm doing a build where we're doing another side-by-side, because we've been doing side-by-side content for a little while now, where we throw in some side-by-side content where we compare two different weapons or two different legendary mods or two different effects and stuff like that. So the next video is going to be one of those, a side-by-side, and then the video after that is exactly what you're talking about. It's going to be the VATS version of this aim down sight build that I'm using at EN06, but for the snake. So that's exactly what you're looking for. Stay tuned. PA, VATS, human and ghoul in the same video. Servers don't have the return rate for that. Yeah, I know, right? It's really hard. But it's working well with the LMG. It seems to be able to keep up fine with the LMG. But one weapon that is giving me trouble, and is why I haven't actually updated it in a while, is the Infinite Vats minigun. Not the Gals mini, the standard mini. That video went really hard on the channel. You guys loved that build video. And it uses the standard minigun to get an Infinite Vats, a very low AP cost of only 4. The LMG can reach an AP cost of 6, which is great. But yeah, 4 on the minigun. And it is an infinite gun, infinite vats, but it has such a high fire rate that ever since like 2 seasons ago, it stopped being able to return AP on crit every crit. It's just bugged. It's just basically the servers don't keep up with how fast the minigun is firing and returning that conductor's effect on crit. So it can't keep up with it. So basically my unyielding build ends up dying. So it's kind of sad for that. Hopefully the servers can stabilize at some point and we might see that build return. I might update it, but for now I basically can't because it's just not surviving good enough. So I don't really care for it. And I don't really care for updating it basically. GG Games and Rice Phoenix says happy Pride for 628 jewels. Well, GG, happy Pride, my guy. That's so kind of you. Thank you for the jewels. My god, Plasma got Pinpointer's Prime. There you go.
Yeah, I saw Storm comment that Pepper doesn't have the power or whatever. The Pepper Shaker absolutely has the power.
Yeah, it
it's
definitely
insanely hard.
No, the problem that people have with the Pepper Shaker is they put it with a regular... They'll take the same build they have for the Gauss Mini and use it on the Pepper Shaker and think, oh, well, the Pepper Shaker is just bad. Because they're missing crucial cards that the Pepper Shaker can dip into that the Gauss Mini just doesn't get as much from, or in some cases, not at all from. So you need a really specific perk setup for the pepper shaker to hit like a truck. But yeah, no, we listed it as #1 heavy gun in our Fallout 76 tier list video, which is still the best video on the channel as far as performance goes. The community really loved it, where we broke down the DPS that every gun is doing. We ranked weapons on a tier list for both the heavy guns and commando guns based on their efficiency, versatility, and DPS, their damage, their total damage output. And yeah, the pepper shaker and Gauss Mini are right neck and neck. They're doing the same damage is what I'm saying. Is it true you can add... You just need to make sure you have the build set up right. Is it true you can add whatever mods you want as far as legendary mods? Had someone tell me, I figured you'd know. No, you can't just add whatever mods you want as far as legendary mods. Basically, builds, the way the mods work in this game is they stack together. Certain effects get stronger as you stack them together. So if we look at Aristocrats, it's giving us reflect incoming damage based on caps held, and that says currently 10%, and that's per piece. So you can maximize that effect by putting your right arm, for example, this is the right leg, and matching that same effect. Putting Aristocrats on every piece will go from reflecting incoming damage up to 10% to 50%, because now you have 10 times 5. You have them on 5 pieces. So this game is all about stacking effects. It's the same thing with Bulletstorm, how that effect works, and stacking damage. So yeah, that's why we do the build guides the way we do them, where we stack the effects. We show you guys how to min-max these effects and get them all working properly. Because if you just have one effect of this and one effect of that and one here and one there, basically you have nothing really giving you its full effect. You have basically just a little of everything, and nothing is really well-rounded for any specific thing. But if you do put together synergized builds that have these matched perks that stack and grant you the full effect, and you will see a big difference. That's how you can really min-max raw damage in this game. So Orange, what are we doing? It looks like you're outside the raid.
Yeah, I want you to go on the raid.
Oh, let's do the raid! Let's go! Don't gotta tell me twice, my guy. Yeah, you still want to roll them, and you can actually swap the mods out individually now. Not only can you roll like an armor piece and have the different mods, but you can swap them out individually. If you didn't know, I'll show you real quick. Show you how to do that. So let's say, okay, I want... see how the 2nd star mod is +2 agility and powered on some pieces? Because the 2-star mod slot is usually, it doesn't matter as much here, but you can stack it depending on what you're doing. You can stack the effects here as well. But 1st star and 3rd star are kind of like really impacting the builds in the way of like whether or not you have to run traveling pharmacy on the build. You can open up 3 points under strength to have a more optimized build if you run through hikers, for example. But in this case, I'm going to show you how to change one of the mods. So let's say you rolled this into a 3-star piece and it landed with Lucid. It won't, because you need Lucid's a new mod, but I'm just saying as an example, it lands with Lucid, powered, and max AP. And instead of powered, you want the 2-star active mod, or agility, sorry, for slightly higher max AP. You just want to click on that mod and then switch it to another mod. Boom, now it's a +2 agility piece. So that's how you do that. So you can fully mod your armor that way by swapping out individual perks, and you can match them. And what that did for me, basically, that +2 agility, is it added more points to the max AP, which is this little bar here right next to the level 272. It says AP 447. So see, it's at 447 max AP. Let's change another powered mod to an agility mod. You're going to see that number go up again. And that's how you stack these effects. If you're looking for specifically increasing your agility, for example, for a VATS build to stay in VATS longer by having more dense AP. We went from 447 to 467 by changing that mod. So that's how you stack effects. You can do that with endurance too. It'll bring up your HP. Different strokes for different folks. We also have intelligence builds that stack intelligence that way to rank up quicker. So yeah, you definitely want to check out one of the build guides. I usually, what I do with every build is I have the full armor set synergized and using the right mods for whatever playstyle and build I'm trying to show off in said build guide. So check it out. And good luck, my guy. Have fun. Remember to have fun. There's no wrong way to play as long as you're having fun. And competition is the thief of joy. Just have fun.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense.
I'm Ziggin Aussie on PS5. GT, I think I added you the other day. That gamer tag rings a bell. Nice! Look at that, Orange! You shaved my time by a whole 15 seconds. You were doing some damage. Look at you.
Well, you know, critting for like 9,000, you know, it's pretty nice.
I will say too, the nice thing about the pepper shaker, Orange really have a secret weapon up his sleeve, okay? Not just that it is efficient and powerful, but because it uses plasma cartridges as the ammo type, you can run an EPR flamer with it, which is just as OP as it sounds. Because then you have the pepper shaker for your long range, your enemies at range, and then you have your enclave flamer for anything that's up in your face, and it makes the build more daily friendly because you don't have that spool up with the flamer, and you can just run around and melt everything because we all know the flamers hit really hard, especially at close range, especially enclave EPR flamers. They just melt everything. So it's cool for that reason. The pepper shaker can take advantage of that because it has that ammo type. So they share the same ammo type, and you can have two different weapons on you that share the same ammo. So it is kind of a secret weapon. Orange doesn't ever talk about it, but you have one on you, don't you, Orange?
Maybe.
Pull it
Who
out.
knows?
Pull it out. Show us.
Oh, actually, for this one, I should probably be lazy. Hold on, I gotta grab a Tesla rifle. I'm defending, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you defend. I need to work on...
Let me grab... I'm gonna be lazy. I'm just gonna grab the Tesla.
Storm Petrel, why did you retract all your messages? My guy, you didn't have to do that. He retracted all of his comments. I wonder why.
And... But yeah, I mean...
Alright, moving on. Yeah, there it is. A secret weapon of mass destruction. Alright, well, let's do this, Orange.
Low fuel drilling suspended. Please add fuel.
I need to get better at running fuel, because from what I saw the other day, I'm rusty. Well, to be honest, I only ever run fuel when I'm doing full raids, and I'm only ever doing full raids on Xbox.
There it is.
Oh no! Take that. I gave him the old 2-tap. Oh, this carnivore build doesn't have great AP regen. I don't have company tea either. Oh, wait, I have slime cake. Neat. Forgot that. I'm a ghoul. I can do that. Knew he was gonna hit me, but I got it covered. And we're gonna goo up. Make sure I'm nice and tanky. Honestly, I think the ghouls are a little OP for this reason. The survivability is just so much higher on a ghoul.
Caution. Increased hostile presence detected.
So we're doing a raid, eh?
Yep.
I see, I see. Infestations aren't popping very often.
Yeah.
Do you find it's pretty like slow going doing infestations?
Well, I don't really do that many. Like I kind of do them as I do my dailies when I'm logging on, and then if I'm like doing a couple nuke bosses or whatever, and I'll do them in between. I don't focus them. I know some people like AFK, like leave their server open that while they sleep, wake up, and then do all the all the infestations when they get up.
Shoot, everywhere's cleaned out.
I think it's like 2 more cans and we're good.
I know where they are.
Warning. Hostile presence approaching critical level.
They're back here. Oh, he hit me twice. Oh, God.
Nailed it.
Neat. Rejuvenator's 4-star mod.
Let me in! My immersion! Lego. I'll start at B.
That's a good thing to do, Ocelot. Doing something else while waiting for it, letting them stack up in the lobby in private world. That's a good way to do it.
I saw one of the earlier comments. If we've messed with Rage a lot, I have messed with Rage a lot. I don't care for the playstyle. I think it's just an easy way to like. I don't think there's any reason for me to do that much more damage, and it doesn't really shave up that much time.
Scan initiated.
Yeah, it's just another gimmick.
Unauthorized.
Goodbye,
Why did he
Bloodhound.
come for me? Oh no! I wasn't ready for that. He came for me hard.
Goodbye, Lynx. Get rid of some robots.
I have to manually stim on this build. I don't have auto stimming perks, no medic pump, nothing like that. So yeah, he got me pretty good.
Shield generator online. Defensive measures restored.
All right. Let's drop the stimmies.
Crystal
Addicts I
time.
looted. Stage 4 time. Oh, I actually hate this weapon for this stage. This is the only place I don't like the LMG. Because it's a shot count that breaks the actual projectiles. I'd just rather use a shotgun. Where's my sniper's shotgun? Sniper's gap blast. Oh, it must be on a different character. Shoot, I don't know if I have a shotgun on this character. I should. Aha! Yeah, so because the crystals down here are what you have to use to kill the enemies, you want to save the large crystals until the end. And you want to use something that can fire 8 shots. 8 shots will one-shot the crystals. Not the bigger ones, but the small ones. So, that's why I use a double barrel or a pump shotgun. Or even the pepper shaker works perfectly for that. With the hex barrel.
Alert. Hostile lockdown initiated. Lockdown will persist until hostile presence.
Oh no! Simon Shine got hit with the 2-tap. Where'd he go? Oh, he's there. What the heck? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my health. Apparently something was attacking me. I was looking at the mole miner. Also has laser rifle with beam splitter. That's also fun to use. Yeah, it's actually great to pair that with vampires because even though you can't do damage to the enemies down here at this stage with your weapon, you can still proc healing. Because not only do you die from the attacks from the enemies down here, but the smoke is what kills me every time. There's like a smoke, I don't know if you guys see that on the ground. that accumulates from breaking the crystals, and that's not poison, and it's not like an energy damage or something like that. It's some kind of different damage type, and there's no armor types that reduce that type of damage it does. So there's no effects that can reduce that damage. That's what ends up killing me all the time down here, is it creeps up on you because it slowly takes your health away. But a good way to counter that is to use some type of weapon that has the vampires mod, because you can still trigger the vampires effect and heal you from attacking the enemies down here with the gun. So you can shoot at them to heal yourself. That's pretty good for that. Nice work, gang. GG. Let's go. Yeah, the ultrasight laser is a really strong weapon. We had tested it against EN06, and we can one-phase EN06 with an aim-down sight build, if I remember correctly, right, Orange? Wasn't it aim-down sight?
Yep. It went burr. It could do both. It did both. It could be VATS or aim-down sight, so it would do it in one phase.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that versatility. And you know what? That shows a pretty good balance in the game. Personally, from what we saw in both of those tier lists we did, with all the testing we did, it tells us that the game is more balanced than we're led to believe, because a lot of weapons fall in the same category and are able to do the DPS to one phase EN06. It was like literally only the hunting rifle that didn't have the DPS.
Yeah, it was very weird things, yeah.
But even the Tesla rifle had a really high DPS.
Can do it. Yep.
The ultrasight laser we had rated at 3.5 stars? Yeah, 3.5 stars. So, pretty cool. Oh. "36 seconds. Nice work, Orange. GG. And big play, Ray Ray, with the 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much for the support, Ray Ray. Thank you so much. GG. Holy. Thank you so much, my guy. I would not be able to keep this going without your guys and your amazing support. But that's gonna be it for tonight, gang. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, leave a like. Hit subscribe, check out the Discord. We have it linked in the description. If you want to find a community to play with, we have members on every platform. I'm in the Discord. Orange is in the Discord too. I play on every platform, and I always ping the Discord when I go live. So check it out. Links in the description. I also left Discord links, or not Discord links, but GLASSGANG membership links if you want to join the membership and have exclusive perks. There's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord. I'm Miss Glass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG!
GG, everyone.
I also left the full build guides linked in the description, from the ones you saw on stream, the one that I used for aim down sight, and the ones I used for VATS using the LMG are both linked below, for both beginner and endgame players alike. And thank you so much for watching.